I am Luciana Hartwin. Welcome to the Temple of Bastet. If you find value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. The Golden Age of Isis. Welcome to the Temple of Bastet, where the stories of the ancient gods come alive. Today we'll explore the tale of Isis, the revered goddess of magic, motherhood, and protection during Egypt's Golden Age, a time when the divine touched every corner of the land. So let us begin our journey together, far back in time, when gods walked the earth and the world was shaped by their will. The birth of Isis. Isis was born long before the first brick was laid in the temples, before the Nile's waters carved the paths that would become the lifeblood of Egypt. She was one of the 4 children of Nut, the sky goddess, and Geb, the earth god. Along with her brothers, Osiris, Seth, and Nephthys, Isis was endowed with the essence of creation itself. But unlike her brothers, Isis was born with a unique purpose. While Osiris ruled with wisdom and justice, and Seth carried the storms of chaos, Isis was destined to be the goddess of balance. She was the one who wove the threads of life and death, the protector of both the living and the dead. When Isis's brother Osiris ascended to the throne of Egypt, it was the beginning of an era of prosperity and peace. The land flourished under his reign, and the people lived in harmony with the gods. Egypt, at this time, was a place where the divine order was honored, where the fields yielded bountiful crops, and the Nile's waters seemed to know no drought. And Isis, she was not just the sister of the king. She was the heart of the kingdom. In the court of Osiris, her role was important as his. She was his advisor, his confidant, and his greatest ally. Her wisdom was unmatched, her beauty ethereal, and her power, both magical and spiritual, profound. The protector of the people. Isis's magic was the kind that could heal a broken body or soothe a troubled heart. It was said that she could bend the very elements to her will, commanding the winds to carry her messages and the earth to nourish her followers. But her most powerful magic was the one she used to protect those she loved. As the goddess of motherhood, Isis was seen as the protector of all children and the guardian of family. The people of Egypt believed that she watched over their homes, ensuring the safety of their loved ones and their prosperity. Mothers would pray to her for strength, and farmers would seek her blessing before sowing their seeds, for they knew that the land was as much hers as it was theirs. Isis was a goddess who embodied compassion, and the people felt it in every moment of their lives. Her essence was seen in the growth of crops, the health of livestock, and the birth of children. She was the protector of life itself. Yet Isis was more than just a mother and a protector. She was the most powerful magician of the gods. Her knowledge of the sacred arts was unparalleled, and she could wield magic as both a weapon and a tool of creation. It is said that she learned the secrets of magic from the gods themselves, from Ra, the sun god, and Thoth, the god of wisdom. With this knowledge, she could perform feats that no one could. She could transform her appearance, heal the sick, and even influence the stars in the heavens above. The people revered her for her mastery over these mystical forces, and they sought her blessings to invoke her magic for their own needs. Isis was not just a goddess of life. She was the keeper of life's mysteries. To approach her was to touch the hidden forces of the universe, to glimpse the threads that bind all things together. The sisterhood of Isis and Nephthys. Alongside Isis was her sister Nephthys, whose role in the Golden Age was of support and balance. Where Isis represented life and creation, Nephthys symbolized the quiet strength of protection and the unseen forces of the world. The two sisters were often seen as complementary forces, Isis giving birth to life and Nephthys guarding it in the shadows. Together, they were a formidable duo. While Isis's magic could heal, Nephthys's influence protected what was sacred. Their bond was one of sisterhood, and people believed that as long as the two stood together, Egypt would remain safe, prosperous, and harmonious. Isis and her divine family. Isis, Osiris, Septh, and Nephthys formed a family that symbolized all the forces of nature. While each had their own role, their lives were intertwined, their destinies sealed by the forces of creation and destruction that they personified. For now, though, let us leave the Golden Age as it is, a time of balance and prosperity, where Isis stood as a guiding light for her people and a powerful force in the divine order. Her reign, alongside her brother Osiris, was one of peace, and in her heart she carried the eternal love of the land, its people, and its gods. And so, dear ones, we leave our tale of Isis here in the midst of the Golden Age, where Egypt flourished under her watchful gaze. She was more than just a goddess of magic and motherhood. She was the very embodiment of life, protection, and the magic that connects us all. May the story of Isis remind us of the power of love and protection, of magic and wisdom, and of the enduring strength found in the heart of every goddess. If you found value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Luciana Hartwin, and this is the Temple of Bastet.